Hey audiophiles and lovers of quality sound, Iceberg here. Today I would like to talk about a new single DD model, the Tangzu Wan'er S.G, the second generation of the already iconic budget IEMs, which won the hearts of many people for their price of around $20 and quality that competes with more expensive models. This little baby promised to retain the charm of the original, while adding improvement in sound, design and comfort. Let's unbox, listen and figure out if the Wan'er 2nd Gen is worth your attention. Let's go! And before we jump into the review, I'm excited to announce a giveaway with Linsol where you can get these IEMs, the Tangzu Wan'er S.G, for completely free. To enter the giveaway, just follow these steps. First, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Second, subscribe to Linsol YouTube channel. Third, like this video. And leave a comment sharing your favorite IEMs or the music you use to test them. All the links are in the description below the video. The winner will be chosen once we reach 50 participants. Good luck to everyone! You can buy the Tangzu Wan'er S.G at the official Linsol store or at the AliExpress DD Audio store. By the way, Linsol is currently having a mid-year mega sale where you can get your favorite IEMs at great price. Enter a giveaways for the Zigat Luna or Xenx Mangrid 2 Pro or pre-order the new Thai audio Monarch MK4. All the links, as usual, are in the description below. Okay, the Tangzu Wan'er S.G comes in a compact box in black colors. On the front side you can see the company logo, the slogan Thin Class Listen More, the model name, and the image of the wonderful anime character. On the back, there is a brief information about the technical specifications. Inside the box we are greeted by a card that repeats the design of the front part, and the shells themselves, neatly recessed into the cardboard form. Speaking about the cable, it's very basic in terms of quality, with quite aggressive shaped ear hooks that may not suit everyone. But overall, for the price, this cable and the selection options are simply a gift. Let me remind you that with Wan'er S.G you can get a cable with 4.4 balanced connector or a 3.5 mini jack, depending on your preferences. The Wan'er S.G comes with the two sets of ear tips, each available in 3 sizes. The first set is a standard pair of gray silicone tips, and the second is a set of Tangzu Wan'er tips, which you can purchase separately. They are incredibly soft, very comfortable, and made of medical grade silicone. In terms of sound, they feel quite open, somewhere between vocal and balanced tips, offering good details and airiness. The Wan'er S.G shells are made of black resin using 3D printing. Each shells weighed less than 4 grams, making them practically unnoticeable during long listening sessions. There are 2 color options available. The first is black, sleek and elegant, with glossy finish and subtle patterns. A universal choice for those who prefer a classic look. And the second is white, made from transparent resin, allowing you to see the internal 10mm dynamic driver. This creates a futuristic effect and adds visual depth. Both colors have delicately patterned faceplates, giving the Wan'er S.G a distinct identity that set it apart from those often seen in budget IEMs. The Chinese symbols and channel indication are neatly painted in gold, without excessive frills, which helps maintain a clean, minimalistic aesthetic. In the hand, the shells feel light but sturdy. There is no trace of cheap plastic here, which is quite rare at this price point. On the inner side, there is a metal nozzle with a fabric filter inside, designed to emphasize low frequencies. I wouldn't call it particularly wide or long, which makes it a great fit for users with the small ears. There is also one hole here and a 2-pin connector on the side of the shell. In my small ears, they feel deep and comfortable, without causing discomfort even during extended wear. A really worthwhile shape upgrade. And before we get into subjective sound impressions, let's take a look at frequency response graph of the Tangzu Wan'er S.G to understand their sound signature. We can see that the high bass shelf is raised by 10 dB related to the mids, which makes the bass weighty and deep, followed by a smooth drop to the lower mid-range and a rise from 1 kHz to 4 kHz between the mid-range and upper mid-range. This kind of presentation emphasizes the vocals and instruments, making them brighter and more detailed. However, the sharp rise can add a slight harshness to some tracks. After a dip around 4 kHz, a sharp rise in the 7 kHz is clearly noticeable. This indicates an emphasis in the present region, which adds clarity and detail, but can be seen as excessive harshness. This is followed by a sharp drop and rise around 12 kHz, making the brilliance range detailed and airy. The sharp drop afterward organically completes the graph curve. In reality, the Tangzu Wan'er 2 delivers a warm, deep, musical, and distinctly V-shaped sound with emphasis on bass, upper mids, and treble. However, these are not bright or analytic IEMs. They lean toward a musical presentation with a focus on emotional engagement. Their sound is an improved sound from the Wan'er first gen. While retaining their versatility, the second gen versions adds more transparency, detail, and refinement. These IEMs are for those seeking comfortable and engaging listening experience, without fatigue, even during extended sessions. The bass of the Wan'er 2 is a prime example of achieving quality in the budget segment. It's a bass oriented with emphasis on deep textured lows that add weight and atmosphere to the tracks. The mid-bass is slightly less pronounced, which helps avoid boominess and keeps the mid-range clean. The bass isn't the fastest in attack or decay, but for the budget segment, it's remarkably textured and controlled. It is not a bass head level, but rather a balanced approach that adds energy without overwhelming. Compared to the Wan'er OG, the mid-bass here is slightly less emphasized, providing better control. It is not as boomy as some models like the Moondrop 2, but for the genres like pop, rock, electronic, and hip-hop, it's more than sufficient. Thought it's made feel slightly smart in the fastest track. If you like a neutral or analytic sound, you might find the bass a bit excessive, sometimes overstepping its limits. The mid-range is remarkably warm, clean, and transparent, making it ideal for vocals and instruments. Both male and female voices sound neutral, with pleasant warmth and good articulation. The lower mids are warm, with a subtle hint of bass that adds fullness and body to the vocals and instruments. The mid-range is slightly forward, especially at the top of the range, giving the vocals expressiveness without becoming harsh or fatiguing. Instruments like piano or acoustic guitar sound lively and detailed, though you shouldn't expect the super detail of IEM priced at $100+. Compared to the third gen, the Wan'er 2 sound slightly more open and detailed, making them suitable even for more complex genres. The treble is a combination of softness with good detail and solid extension, without any harshness. They aren't as bright or sharp as some other budget IEMs, making them a safe choice for those who are sensitive to excessive harshness or sibilance in the treble. At the same time, the treble is slightly subdued, resulting in a slight loss of air and micro details, such as aftertones or reverberation. For their price, the treble is impressive, but don't expect an ultra high level of detail. Compared to the original model, the treble is slightly more airy and detailed due to improved extension. The soundstage of the Wan'er 2 is not impressive, but it's quite decent for its price. The width of the stage is moderate with good horizontal separation of instruments, but the depth is a bit limited. The separation here is not bad, but in the mid-range the sound can blend together, making the sound not as clear. Imaging is decent for the budget. You can discern where a particular sound is located, although accuracy suffers slightly in the complex tracks. The dynamics are also pleasing, with transitions from quiet to loud moments conveyed with sufficient expressiveness. The Tangzu Wan'er 2 aren't just another good IEM for $20. They're a genuinely little masterpiece that raised the bar in the budget segment. Their sound struck a balance between warmth, detail, and musicality, with emphasis on vocals and comfort. They don't aim to dazzle with hyper detail or a massive soundstage, but instead deliver honest, engaging sound that suit both beginners and seasoned audiophiles looking for an affordable daily driver. If you're looking for a versatile IEM that won't break your wallet but will provide hours of music enjoyment, the Wan'er 2 is a purchase you're unlikely to regret. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, all the links are in the description below. Thanks again, and may the great sound always be with you. See you soon, take care, and bye bye!